Good morning everyone. Today we are going to learn about bubble sort. So what is bubble sort? It is a sorting algorithm in which we compare the first two elements and swap if the elements are out of order. So this thing is important that we compare the elements and we swap if the elements are out of order. This process is repeated until the array is sorted. So let me consider an example. Suppose we have an array as 1, 4 and 2. So we will consider 1 and 4. So this is not out of order. Then we will consider 4 and 2. This is out of order. So we will swap these two. We will swap this 4 and 2. And finally the array will become 1, 2 and 4. So this is how bubble sort works. Now let us consider an example of bubble sort. So suppose we have an array 6, 4, 1, 2, 5. So in the first iteration, we see that the 6 and 4 are out of order. So we swap these two. Then we see that this 6 and 1, these are also out of order. So again we swap this 6 and 1 in the next round and we get this 4, 1, 6, 2. Again this 6 and 2 are out of order. So we swap this 2 and 6 and we get 4, 1, 2, 6, 5. Again we find that this 6 and 5 are out of order. So we swap this and we get 4, 1, 2, 5, 6. So after the first iteration, 6 is at its current position. Then we have to iterate till this 5 because 6 is already at its correct position. So we will see that 4 and 1, this is out of order. So we will swap and it will be 1, 4, 2, 5. Then we will see this 4 and 2. 4 and 2 is out of order. So it will be 1, 2, 4, 5. Then we will check this 4 and 5. It is not out of order. So it will be as it is. Then in the third iteration, so in the second iteration, this 5 is at its correct position. So in the third iteration, we will check till this point because this 5 and 6 are at its correct position. So 1, 2, 4. So in 1 and 2, they are in correct order. So we don't need to swap. Again in 2 and 4, they are at their correct positions. So we don't need to swap. So then 4 is at its correct position. Finally, in this 1 and 2, in 1 and 2, both of them are at their correct positions, so we don't need to swap. And the sorted array is 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. So this is the code for bubble sort. We have made a class called bubble sort, which you can see here. Inside this class, we have a method called bubble sort. So this is our method called bubble sort, and we have our main method. So what does this bubble sort method do? So in this bubble sort method, we pass our array as a parameter. This n records the length of the array. Initially, the temp is equal to 0. Now, for I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus, and for j equal to 1, j less than n minus I, j plus plus. So I runs from 1 to n. So I runs from 1 to n and j runs from 1 to n minus I. Why n minus I? Because at every iteration we have to leave some elements that are present at last. And how many elements do we need to leave? It is equal to the number of iteration, that is the value of I. So if array j minus 1 is greater than array j, we will say temp is equal to array j minus 1, array j minus 1 is equal to array j, and array j is equal to temp. So this is our swapping code. So this is how we swap two numbers that are out of order. So if the number present at j minus 1th location is greater than the number present at jth location, we just swap them. So this is our swapping code. One more thing, if we are following zero-based indexing, this I will start from 0 and not 1. Then we will call the main method, and in the main method, we will declare an array as we have declared here. Then we will print the array before bubble sort, and it will be the same array. Then we will call the method bubble sort, and we will pass the array to this method. So after sorting, we will print the array after bubble sort, and we will get the sorted array.